also Shavonda Ross. If you heard your name, please come to here at 12:40.
next flight on the KLAX today. It should be a nice flight all the way to Los Angeles today. It should be a nice flight. If you just could please take your seats for okay. And then as well to make sure you're leaving enough space in the overhead compartments. For those coming in behind you, thank you very much. We'll be getting off here shortly.
Right on, folks. How you doing? How's your Friday so far? We're just clearing the mountains here out of Colorado, the Colorado mountains, right? Isn't that where we are? I know where we are. I'm flying the plane. Obviously, I know where we are. Turn everything down here so you can hear your captain speaking. You might be hearing the terrain warnings from the cockpit, but don't worry. We will be hitting no said terrain. No such terrain will be hit today. What's up, JS Urban Adventures? Nada, Radu Laser, Chris, Point Fire, Charlie, Chutch, Mr. Pink. How you doing, Matthew? How you doing, Rome? How you doing, Flat Earth Victory? Everything is fake. Terry, how y'all? Welcome, everybody. Slobs, alias Lord Bibby. We got Air Marshal Bibby 42 on board. Everybody be on your best behavior. Matthew, Nikki. C-Sal, what's up, everybody? Very nice. Great stuff. Flying in the cockpit, getting up to 39,000 feet. Once we get up there, we will be opening up the airphones. But let me say hello to the folks. How is everybody? Wait, it's still daytime. Let's get the day clouds out. This is your captain, the American Anchor, baby. How's everybody? Whoa, this camera looks interesting right now. The frame rate looks all interesting. So let me know if you guys are getting any buffering. Volume a touch too low. You know, I have everything blasted here. I have everything turned way up. That's strange. Sometimes this happens. But look, let me know if I'm buffering. Anything funny going on, because I've been having some strange issues. Test, 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 test. This should be louder. Louder, louder, louder. We'll go +4. Test. I think that's better, folks. So yeah, let me know if you're getting any buffering or any issues. It's been bothering me here. All right. So you guys watching Hake right now? What's going on? Hake Report. He's on some panel with Jim Bob. Made by Jim. What are they doing? Are they still at it? Jim. They're doing this panel. I posted it on the Jesse Lee Peterson. Where is it? But James Hake from the Hake Report. He may still be on a panel discussing a number of things. Oh, yeah, he is.
That direction.
The Mixed Bag panel made by Jim Bob. A bunch of you might be watching. Live.
I'm a millennial in our
with Chad O. Jackson. Some of you might know Chad Jackson from all that stuff with the Uncle Tom movies. Great stuff. So go support him if you haven't already. Hey, Terry Strange, thank you so much for the super chat. We got ourselves our first. You know, we got to do a little homework here, do a little housekeeping. I mean, you know what that means, right? You know what that means. We got to do some welcoming, because we are thankful. Terry Strange, please take your seat in the Ballers Lounge. The Ballers Lounge is now open. Kicking it off here with the first class tickets. Terry Strange, thank you so much. Please sit in your first class seat. As all ballers do. Let me open up my super chats here so I can read what it is Terry sent us here. Terry with the first class super chat says, requesting a ginger ale and a bag of unsalted nuts. Please, stat, ladies, please. Please go to the Ballers Lounge and assist them on all their drinky and snacky needs. Thank you so much, Terry. Appreciate that. Okay, I think that's everybody in the Ballers Lounge. If you buy a first class ticket, you can sit in the Ballers Lounge, but the rest of the plane's fine too. Don't worry so much. We're in the cockpit and we are at 28,000 feet about. And nature is beautiful. The earth is flat, I don't know, curved, whatever you want it to be. It's flat for our purposes right now as we're flying this plane. For our purposes, our tiny human man purposes, it's flat. Hey, C-Sal, we got another baller. Folks, please welcome C-Sal, our newest inductee into the Ballers Lounge. Thank you for purchasing a first-class ticket. She says, may I have a virgin pina colada? Coming up, coming right up. Coming right up, C-Sal. Someone help her out. We have a thirsty person in the Ballers Lounge, and that needs to be dealt with right away. Right on. Oh, dang. coming in strong. Yes, Gunner. Yes, Gunner. Please sit in your Baller's Lounge seat. It's all yours. Drinkies and snackies are all yours. He writes with his first class super chat, donate for a plane crash and VR. Do a little VR maybe? I know Yes Gunner wants to see some glizzy action. We're talking about hot dogs, okay? Okay, folks. I appreciate the super chats and all the first class super chatters. Thank you so much. Nice. Beautiful stuff. I mean, we're flying, we're happy. People have their snacks. The flight attendants are coming down to run service. You know, and we're happy. Everything's good. We'll be getting up to our cruising altitude here in a moment. I'll be opening up the air phone, the plane phone, so you can call in. But what was I just doing? I was just clicking around stuff. I was just browsing X, Twitter. And what's going on? What's even going on? It's a slow news, really. Nothing really going on. Not that I can see or anything. What's even happening? What's even going on? Trump, all that. It's just all at a standstill, I guess. The wars. Did they move everybody from Rafah? Are the people where the Rafah assault happen? Nope. Nothing's happening. Why Rafah marks a turning point. Ground offensive looms. Okay, so that's a standstill as well. I don't know what to tell you. Not much going on, but there's a couple of interesting things that I've been saving, just kind of random things I've been saving for Friday. I'm getting into gems.
Last time when we did a negotiation, actually wasn't a negotiation. I just accepted your price right away. So let's see if we can go.
Anybody seen this guy's channel go around?
2 for 2. Looks like a Paraíba.
Why does everything sound so low right now? Let me know if the volume's low.
Tourmaline. Price tag says 8,000. We all know that's not the price for me, right? As your cousin.
This guy's like this guy's I don't know. He buys and sells gems, diamonds, rubies, very all manner of expensive stones and rocks.
Netta, is it from Brazil? No way. No, Mozambique. Yeah, you know, can't win them all.
It's
Gorgeous color.
His name is Avi the Gem Guy, and I don't know why these videos keep getting fed to me lately. YouTube must think I don't know, that I'm all into gems or something. I've never really been there's just a bunch of rocks, shiny rocks.
Nice make too. Yeah, as long as his eye clean, that's good enough for me, honestly. How much for this
I
ring?
would like 3,500 for the entire ring.
3,500. 3,500. Say the ring's like 1,000. The moment of 1,000-ish for the
It's got a
ring.
beautiful color. It's eye clean.
See, this was an easy negotiation.
Yeah, I like the cut too. Nice.
This
make.
one was easy, but he does the same tricks to everybody. I don't know if anyone's even paying attention because he puts all his videos up, and I'm wondering, he's talking with all these people negotiating gems, and I'm wondering, he's just like saying stuff. Any gem experts in the chat? I need help here because he's going like, no, that's not my price, and he just keeps doing the same tricks, the same kind of like
So
head
what's the
tricks.
price
Is all negotiation and haggling just this?
Collection of these.
Like the price and value, the actual value of something is secondary to the mental tricks you do to the person? Watch. Let's see if we can turn this up. I'm not sure why everything's so low today.
I'll give them $50 for selection.
50?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. $50 selection. Yeah, I don't love aquamarine, honestly.
Mhm.
It's just they take a long time to sell. I mean, the price you're asking is like not terrible, but they're a little bit on the lighter side for $50 a carat.
They're rocks!
This one I bought for 75 a carat. So if I'm buying for $50 a carat, it has to be
Okay. I'll give you the $35.
what?
$35.
35?
Matthew says I used to haggle with gem dealers in the Middle East. So I need help then, because is there a real value in these things, or is it all an inflated thing? I heard diamonds. I heard, for example, diamonds. That diamonds, it's all a made up thing. it's a, what's it called? A simulated, what's the word I'm looking for? A simulated shortage to keep the price of diamonds up. But they're really not as rare as they tell you. Anybody know? Who knows? The first to concede loses, says everything is fake. I gotta say you're right on this, because I swear he goes up to it's always these Indian guys. I don't know where all these Indian guys are getting these gems, and they never get the price they want. This guy breaks them apart.
How much?
15 grand.
Oh my god, dude!
No, this is his friend. This one doesn't count. This is just his friend. Here.
I have a very good package deal.
I have
for
a
you
very
with
good
9
package.
stones, 6,300.
I'm thinking like
And
250.
Sapphire, they are really, you know.
We got Lord Bibby, Air Marshal Lord Bibby with a super chat says, Nit is a real pilot, flying high with the energy given to him by God in the form of a pop brownie. What the? What's up, Lord Bibby? Appreciate it. Even though it's slander. No big. Mr. Pink, appreciate the super chat there. Says, best show on this side of heaven. Please sit. Make that 2 Virgin Pina Coladas. We got Delighted to be here as well. And Chris, please, ladies, flight attendants, don't miss our latest purchasers of first class tickets. Please get them in their seats right away.
Hot right now.
I'll round up 4,000.
No, man. It's way below my cost, man. Final.
No.
Final's never final. And he'll just say no. He'll just say no, and then you'll just get a lower price. So you just have to say no. Is that how you haggle?
300 a carat. That's my
No,
last.
no, for sure, no.
You want you to trade for something?
I think I need
Yes, Gunner with the super chat says some diamonds are lab created, some are mined.
something, you know, something for my wife.
5 carats total. All VS goods, colorless. Make it 5 grand for you.
You have to give me a very good price, man.
That is my good price. I
That
sell
is
this
my
for
good price.
5,500 on my website every day.
You can take these, I take these, and you give me, you know, 500.
You want a difference? How about this?
How do we become a gem dealer, and why are all these Indian guys gem dealers?
How about we flip? If I win, then you...
Am I racist? It makes me think that gems are not that hard to come by. Maybe I'm racist. I'm seeing all these Indian guys with gems, and I'm thinking, maybe gems aren't that hard to come by.
pay me 500 on top of it. If you win, then I pay you 500 on top of it.
Okay, let's
Yeah?
do it, man.
Okay.
Call it in the air.
Mazal.
Tails.
I never win. I never win. Oh!
Like, as if he would leave a good deal up to that. But I don't know. What the heck am I talking about? Artificial shortage is the word I was looking for. Beef it to be fit. Thank you for that. I don't know. People are telling me I'm not racist. I appreciate that. I appreciate the support in the chat. Okay, so I'm not racist. Okay, good. Right on. Okay. I don't know why the algorithm is feeding me this stuff. Where did the tradition even come from? The bigger the gym, the longer the marriage lasts. No, I don't know if that's how that goes, right? The bigger the hoops. My bad. The bigger the hoops, the bigger the whore. There must be a similar one for gems and rings. Who's got the? Where are the ladies in the chat with three times their four to five times their rent on their finger? Maybe don't say anything. Maybe don't say anything in the chat. Maybe just keep that a secret. Anyways, I was looking at diamond rings too. For someone with a job and all that, you can get a pretty decent diamond ring, and you want to get married. I'm just petty. I'm petty, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to kneel. I don't want to do all this crap. Like, I'm down for a ceremony of sorts. I'm down with the fam, but I'm not that kind of guy who puts that much importance into that. But you know, you could do it if you have a job. I just don't like the tradition. Where are you guys at? The tradition. I don't know.
There was one time my husband was coming home.
Compassion in women is so rare. Speaking of marriage, compassion in women is so rare you can monetize in church. Rolo Tomasi shares this video, The Rational Male. You probably know him a little bit, but if you don't, it doesn't matter. Red pill guy, okay? Woman shares her experience one night with her husband. Ladies, watch and learn. Wait, hold up.
And I could feel myself getting a little.
Wait, look at that diamond ring. Wait, hold up. She looks like she has a rock on that finger, but anyway, it's not important.
My husband was coming home for dinner. Dinner time is very important to us. One particular day, my husband was late, and I could feel myself getting a little bit like, you're late. And Holy Spirit said, when he comes in this house, you make a choice of how you're going to greet this man. Holy Spirit says, because you have no idea the things he's had to fight today. So even though you don't know why he's late, when he walks in this house, you greet him like the king he is. Then I hear the door turn,
Hello, King.
the key coming, and Holy Spirit said, it's almost time. When he comes in this house, you decide if you are going to be the type of woman who brings life or you bring a knife. So he walked in, and I greeted him, I hugged him, I let him know I was so happy to see him. And he just melted in my arms. He said, let me tell you what happened today, what I've had to deal with.
no.
And it broke me down because there's a scripture, Proverbs 31:11.
She's a Proverbs 31 woman. Oh, wait, is Proverbs 31 the woman one? Oh, she's a... Folks, we got a Proverbs 31 woman.
It says, the heart of her husband safely trusts her. When you endeavor to be a woman who follows the Holy Spirit will teach you how to love, how to be safe, how to be nurturing,
Mama, says TDS.
and how to be the type of woman where a man comes home and he knows I fought out there, but I never have to fight in here. I'm home. There was one.
Oh, man, I don't even know where to start. Shout out to the Proverbs 31 women. Okay, the yoke is shaking. That's usually a bad sign. That means I need to give immediate attention to the plane because we could be in danger. But we're not. We might have been, but now we're not. Oh, man, I don't know what to tell you. It's nice of her, though, right? I guess she was getting mad when he was late. She's like, I'm going to have to decide. She's fuming in her head. She's like, you know what? It's up to me. I got to make a decision. And you know what? He just melted in my arms. And he broke down. And he told me all his problems. What a mess. That was truly evil. You got to watch out with this emotional stuff, whether it's Christian, whether they call it Christian, they call it whatever they do. This emotional stuff is pretty evil. You make a choice how you will greet this man. There's always a little bit of good stuff in there, right? You have these little choices, I guess. I don't know, even that word choice.
I've had to deal with.
It's loaded. Do we really choose? But what was I saying? She. What's up with these two women on their knees on the floor beside her? Like this is supposed to be camp counselor time, I guess, but it's just strange. It's strange. What does Proverbs 31 even say? Proverbs 31. A wife of noble character, who can find? She is worth far more than rubies. She was saying this part. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. And she used this verse to, I guess, to justify him telling her all of her problems. Because he has full confidence in her, right? I don't know if that's what that means. How is she gonna have full confidence in him if he's all breaking down and giving her all her problems? There's something missing here. All kinds of dumb. You're missing parts. Hey, Proverbs 31 women, I know you love a husband, full confidence. You love that one. Well, okay, how about this one? You're missing some parts of this. The Proverbs 31 woman gets up while it's still night, provides food for her family and portions for her female servants. You better work. You're leaving some stuff out. She opens her arms to the poor and extends her hands to the needy. Okay, that might be true, but look, Proverbs 31, people reading Proverbs 31, women out there thinking they're Proverbs 31 women, just ignore that part and don't put so much importance into that. Your generosity will be natural when you become the Proverbs 31 woman. Please ignore this part. Open her arm to the poor and to the needy. Yes. She is clothed with strength and dignity, okay? Girls Gone Bible. Cover up. I don't know what I'm saying. But, yeah, so here's your perfect Proverbs 31 women. Speaking of marriage, I guess. Where the heck are we? We are up to 39,000 feet. You can call in 760-515-3855. Nick getting mad about that verse. Maybe I need to pray. What a mess. But we're flying over. Where are we? I think we're out of Colorado. On our way here to LAX. And we are vibrating violently. All right, we're good now. Nick, have you seen that video of the grandma that answers why she got married? Hold up. Everything is fake. We might have to do a little research. Grandma, why she got married? Grandma tells why she got married. Is it a black grandma?
No living being should.
Is it this one right here?
Can you tell me why did you get married?
Why did I get married?
Yeah, why did you marry Dad?
Because all my other friends were married.
That's the only reason? You didn't marry him because you was in love? Did he ask you to marry him?
Yeah.
He said, Carrie, will you marry me?
He said, let's get married.
And you said, okay.
I said, okay.
And that was it?
Because we were both old.
Well, what about being in love? You didn't think about that? You didn't want to just be in love?
I loved her.
But being in love wasn't important to you?
I'd been there many times.
So you was over that part of it. You didn't want to be in love.
No, it was much better to just love somebody without being all in love.
Huh. Why is it better?
Because you don't be worried about what he's doing when he's not with you. Yeah. Or if he's cheating.
Oh. You don't worry about that kind of stuff.
Nice.
I ain't never worried about that.
But then don't you miss out on, like the romance and the, dating and slow dancing? You don't get none of that stuff when you're not in love.
Yes, you do.
You do?
Hey, who say you don't?
Mm-hmm.
I never saw you and Daddy slow dance.
Huh?
I never saw you in.
Why do black people? That's a black thing, I guess. Well, I do that too, I guess. Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I never saw you and Daddy slow
She's
dance.
on this.
Huh?
I never saw you and Dad slow dance and be romantic.
I didn't say I never slow dance. But I slow dance with more people than him.
Oh.
Oh.
And I probably slow dance with him.
I don't know. Hey, thank you for that video. Oh, we got a little JLP. Yeah, thanks for that video. Yeah, there's a deepness to it when you think about it. When we kind of consider this a little. Can she smack louder? There's a deepness to this video, huh? Now we don't know, I guess, their relationship or their marriage and all that. We don't know the deets, but this is already in the right direction here on what love is and what we call love and what it isn't. And she made that distinction there. Being love versus being all in love. Pretty cool video. Thank you, Everything Is Fake. Kind of speaks for itself. Imagine that. It's the people in love that are always worried and trying. Think about that. You gotta try so hard, and you know what? That doesn't get better. You just gotta try harder and harder. It seems. It seemed like that for me in my life. I can see the logical conclusion should I had married any of those women and been there for years. It's just I'd work, especially knowing me a little bit. I'd totally work harder. I'd be like, baby, please. Like, baby. I'd be like, Sandy, you can't walk out of a drive-in movie. But anyways, trying, and you see these Girls Gone Bible. They were telling men, you got to try harder for Valentine's Day. You got to try harder. See, it's not that the love died. They say, it's not that the love died. After they go on this insane diatribe about demons and passing demons between each other. What the hell's wrong with these women? Spiritual leaders. And they're like, it's not that the love died. You're just not trying hard enough. Not enough morning texts.
Questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch
Yeah, Jacob, Girls Gone Bible. Did you see me talk about these women?
therapist at any time for no additional charge. And because
Therapy. Look at them. Look. I just clicked a random part of the video. I didn't even know they did this. No way. Look at them. They're giving out. This was totally, I did not know they did this. I clicked on a random part of this Girls Gone Bible video just now. And they're promoting a therapy. They're giving 10% off your first month of BetterHelp.com. Here are your spiritual leaders. This is incredible. And they go off. This is like 40 minutes in of going off about Jesus, and where's our responsibility to teach Jesus, and this is how you get better. And they just did an episode 2 before on mental health and how the thoughts you get. This is incredible. These women had an episode on mental health, and they were like, and the thoughts you're getting are demonic attacks. They're coming at you, so don't believe them. And I'm like, damn, that sounds sounds okay a little bit. And the thoughts are demons. And that's why you should go to BetterHelp.com to get help. 10% off. Anyways, let me just stop now before I reveal my evil heart. Nick, people are saying they can't tell them apart. What are you saying? All white people look the same, C-Cell? They do look alike. White people do look alike, though. All white people look the same. All black people look the same. All Asian people... I don't know if you noticed that. It's only when you're around them a bunch that you can start telling the difference. And for example, I was around so many Indians and Asians, I could tell the difference between the Koreans, the Bengalis, and this is just Indian people, the all that stuff. It's in the hands sometimes, it's in the digits, and it's this is kind of knowledge you get with experience. It's kind of an evil, it's kind of sad, you know. All forced cultural appropriation. It's almost a defense mechanism. You gotta be aware of your surroundings, especially when they start changing. You know what I'm saying? Does BetterHelp do exorcisms? Asked Eric. I don't know. Oh man. World of difference between Koreans and Bengalis. I shouldn't have put those two beside each other. That was the wrong two to put beside each other. You know, the difference between like a Korean and a Japanese and a Chinese, or a East Indian and a Bengali and a I don't know, like a Sri Lankan. Anyways, what the heck are we even talking about? Freaking ladies threw me off. I have to get therapy for my Tinder addiction. I was swiping on 500 women a day to feel validated. Speaking of women dating, marriage, and mental health and therapy. Look at this amazing segue to the story. I had to get therapy for my Tinder addiction. Look at this guy. Does that look like a Tinder addict? Kill your masters is this person's shirt. So what is this guy, like some kind of liberal? Or is this like an anarchist? What is this guy? Does this guy hate the monarchy? Or does this guy hate the patriarchy? Or is this, either way. Or maybe he hates the government. Maybe he's based. He has a dairy boy hat. That's pretty based. I'm a dairy boy. People make fun of me for that. So what? I drink milk with meals. Sometimes. You don't have to call me a little kid. Kill your masters. I disavow that. YouTube. I'm joking. A British man says he had to seek treatment for his Tinder addiction after swiping on 500 profiles a day. Ed Turner, 27, confessed to obsessively using the popular dating app simply for the rush he would feel when members of the fairer sex liked his profile, and that he had no intention of actually meeting any of the women or finding a girlfriend. Oh, wow. Milk is based. That's how Nick stays looking young. Let's go. We got our milk lovers, our milk enjoyers in the chat. Please put the emoji of a milk glass in the chat if you're a milk enjoyer right away. All milk enjoyers, show yourselves in the chat. This is not, I repeat, this is not a fed post to find all based milk-loving patriots and put them on a government list so that you could be surveilled. It is not what that is. All milk lovers in the chat, make yourselves known. Ed Turner, if a person didn't respond to me or didn't message me in the first place, it would crush me. Turner told British publication iNews. Is this guy trolling? Did he just want to go on the news? I would get highs when I was getting a lot of matches with people that I found attractive, but it would always be followed by a crash because it's not sustainable. That sounds real. Validations from others was the only thing keeping me going. Hooked on Tinder, Turner also downloaded dating apps Hinge and Bumble, swiping on every profile he could. Imagine that. Imagine being a swiping maniac, just unstoppable. This man can't be stopped. You just can't stop this man. They make like machines for that, man. Couldn't you use your white, enterprising mind, you British man, and build one of these Tinder swiping machines?
If you need to clean up...
This is an ad, not a Tinder swiping machine. Milk is supreme. That is awesome. I love my audience. Why didn't you just build one of these, dude? Has online dating come to this? Look, what this guy doesn't understand is that he's gay, and he doesn't even know it. This guy doesn't know he's gay. We need to tell where's Ed Turner? Ed Turner, Tinder guy. Where's his profile? We need to find him. We need to tell him the truth. He's gay, and he doesn't know it. You see, Grindr and Tinder. See, Tinder comes from Grindr. You guys know this already. And that culture of boundless, limitless sex that those folks over there enjoy at a just way too much. You're like them, Ed Turner. You've become like them. He first downloaded the app in 2015, the day he became gay. When he was 18, way too young to be turned gay. He had no intention of dating or finding a girlfriend. That's kind of a funny usage of this thing. If there's anything to use it for, quick ego boosts. Hookup culture is gay culture. Triple T, nice to see you in the chat. He ended up in therapy where he was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder and depression. So he downloaded the app, and it was an ego thing. He went to the doctor, and now it's worse. He went to the doctor, and they made it worse. Now he has borderline personality disorder and depression. What in the heck? This is why you don't go to doctors. That's not advice, by the way. That's not... This is why you only go to doctors. This is why you only go to doctors when you need them to when you need drugs that work, when you need really strong drugs that really work because you really need it. You thought I was going to say something like only if you don't use drugs and natural remedies. Look, go to the doctor for the big guns, I guess, if you need it. I'm not a doctor. This is not advice. But not for this mind stuff. These people, don't let them go in there. Don't let them go around in there and tinker in there and just shit all over your mind. Sorry. The sun is down. Calm down. Relax. Your kids should be in bed. Don't let them do that. Don't let them do that. I'm in therapy for Tinder. I think that's it with this guy, though. Ed Turner. Is this him? We need to tell him. E Turner 84. Let's message E Turner 84. Maybe this is not even the same Ed Turner. Who knows? E Turner 84. Let's send him a message. Hey, E. Should we? Is that too? You think that's too? You think that's too casual? You think that's too casual? Hey, E. Saw your profile and your spot on the BBC. What a riot. Anyways, did you know that Tinder turned you homosexual? We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it pretty general. We'll see if he responds. Nice. 760-515-3855 if you want to call in. We're in the cockpit right now, and we're flying beautifully. I think. Yes, we are. Autopilot's still on. And we're solid. No complaints here. We're in fact pretty close to LAX. You know, the flight from Colorado to LAX is pretty short. We're gonna start our descent. We're gonna start our descent soon. And but we'll still get into calls and maybe some other fun stuff, okay? Strong question. Catfish stream. Maybe I shouldn't put that on stream because that's like his name on. Well, it's his public profile. I mean, who knows if that's even the same Ed Turner. So yeah, like I said, we'll be starting our descent shortly here. It's a short flight from Aspen, from Colorado to LAX. What? I didn't even write anything bad. OMG! I can't believe you wrote that. Was it even that bad? Someone said to me, I did something similar the other day, like a while ago, and someone reached out to me. They're like, "Nick, can't you get like banned for that?" The worst case scenario, it's mistaken identity. I'm asking him an innocuous question. I'm trying to inform him. Check your coffee mug. That's right. You can buy me a coffee, folks. You can buy me a coffee. That's buymeacoffee.com/anchor, baby. We got Matthew. Of course, Matthew, the one and only. Matthew, thank you so much. Says, Nick, we are in a strange time in history. The internet was supposed to make the world smaller and bring people together, yet it's done the opposite. Do you think we should abolish the internet? Interesting question. But first, before we get to any answering of super chats, you have to sit in your first class seat here in the Ballers Lounge. Or maybe you want to sit in your snazzy little recliner seat here in the very nice in this very nice seat. I don't know, the Ballers Lounge. You got options here on Nick's stream, so enjoy your first class seat there. Thank you for your first class super chat. I don't know if we should abolish the internet, but I'm biased. I like the internet, even though it's a mess. I'm like one of these millennials or whatever that Jesse talks about. I was born in it. You merely adopted the internet. You merely adopted the internet. I was born in it, molded by it. You merely adopted the internet. I don't know, because you can't turn back time, right? When you bring these sorts of topics up, when you're considering grand moves like this in your mind, just to think about what would happen, you got to consider time moves in one direction, right? So if you were to abolish the internet, I think you'd cause a lot of pain, a lot of deaths would happen, in my opinion, because the amount of there's a certain amount of disease and food and population and births happening and deaths happening that's maintaining the world right now, and a big part of that is technology. Snap your fingers and get rid of it all. That line of population of the world suddenly goes. It's like if the power, it's like these climate people who say if only we could just go green tomorrow. Well, that would plunge America into poverty, and you would have millions dead. That being said, that's an interesting point about the internet dividing us. I think it has atomized us more, although it's made it easier to connect and talk with people. And we're seeing the world get smaller in a sense. In that sense, it is smaller. Like you can talk to people and see and learn about things. You could hear about news on the other side of the world, and it's all more connected and smaller. But yet the people in the system, in the world, with all their newfound abilities, would rather be in smaller and smaller groups, smaller and smaller echo chambers, where they tell each other they're A-okay. You know, I when you think about it, the internet has allowed people who, let's say you were a person who's into this strange things, right? Like, I like toasters. Toasters, I heard this said somewhere else too, by the way. That's where I'm getting this, but imagine you're like, I'm just into toasters. I love toasters. I want to marry toasters. I'm a toaster sexual. But you keep it to yourself because it's like, that's crazy. That's totally insane. But then now there's the internet, and now there's a forum of toaster sexuals, and you're like, whoa, I'm not alone. See, I'm not crazy. I'm just a toaster sexual. I'm just crumbly. I'm just crumbly. I'm toasted, and I'm normal because I found this forum of other insanos on the internet. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. But thank you for the super chat there. Really, the coffee, you bought me a triple coffee there. Hopped up on coffees here. Appreciate that, Matthew, over there. buymeacoffee.com/anchorbaby. If you want to buy me a coffee. If you want to get me hopped up on caffeine, you want to get me all jagged up. Echo. Anyways. What are we up to now? Because we are... Whoa. Folks, kick back and relax while I get this descent going. We got a nice descent planned here. Or you know what I can also do? I can just slow it down. I think I could just slow the simulation down. And that way it's just a longer flight. Yeah? What do you guys say? Let me see here. Let me see what I can do. Hold on. Are we flying at normal speed? Or are we stuck in the air? Bear with me, folks. I'm flying a plane here. Yeah, I think that's normal speed. Yeah, those chemtrails look like they're at normal speed. Those that landing gear looks like it's popping in and out at normal speed. All right, we're just going to start descending here. You know how it goes. Come on, LAX, here we come. Are we stuck in the air? Hold on. Okay, I was a little confused there. Apologies. What the heck is he playing? Turn this down. What a mess. It's hard flying a plane, okay? 760-515-3855. Let me get on down. Cool shot of the sun there. Yeah. Flying American Airlines. I do believe in heaven and I do believe it's time, yeah, it's time now, yeah. What else? What else shall we do here? 5-inch high heels. I do believe in heaven and I do believe it's real. It's okay now, okay. There's scarlet measurements, blood pressure, scattered brain love.
It is mainly because because of the stress. Come here. We live in a time nowadays where millennials look way younger for their age, while Gen Z looks way older for their age. If you don't believe me, I'm Gen Z, and nobody ever believes me, right? When I tell people, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with my family, they think I'm talking about my children. I don't have kids, right? I'm talking about my parents. I'm still the child.
I think the stress of looking older has now aged that man even more. Somebody commented and said, what stress do y'all have? LOL, we had Katrina, 9/11, war in Iraq, Afghanistan, LOL, what are y'all going through? Somebody commented and said, rapid climate change, disaster, genocide, massive inflation, the absolute crumbling of democracy, massive social media and screen addiction introduced to kids, no hope for the future, etc. I'm a millennial, but I would never try to gaslight younger generations. They're definitely going through it. Also,
So this millennial comments on this and is telling Gen Z how to feel. And I guess she's sharing that and is like, see, Gen Z, it's tough on you. It's so tough. It is so tough for you, Gen Z. Okay, look. I don't know. Anybody lived through 9/11 and the stuff before? Were you guys stressed out? Is this the female Ben Shapiro? Ben Shapiro's sister. Look, were you guys stressed out? I just want to know, for those who were, I guess, right? There was talk of war during Bush, 9/11, then even before that. Because I get it. Israel, democracy, Biden, Trump, riots. Yeah, Brett is cute. Brett. We don't have any problem with Brett, right? But look, I'm not feeling stressed. COVID. Like, what's really, like, our lives? Are we really going through it? Folks, come on. We're kind of living in the decadence. Our homeless are great. We should, if anything, because those aren't really things that Gen Z's going through. What Gen Z's going through is in their own personal lives. And what Gen Z's going through is this decadent world where they don't really have to go through stuff. They're going through relationship stuff in their minds and stress of growing up and all that. But they're told by the world that they're comforted by the world. If anything, I'm not wishing for pain. Well, that's a strange thing too, but look. This is not coming from a mightier than thou place either. This is going for me too, but we gotta really, I think we will benefit the most from being committed to seeing the good in the pain. What I'm trying to say is, like, just take in the pain, take in the hard times, and then somewhere in there going like, actually, this is a good thing. This is a great thing. I'm going to grow from this. We should not feel bad for them, but you guys understand when I say feel bad. I'm just trying to communicate with you guys. Feel bad for those Gen Z or whoever who are not going through stuff. But anyways, why is Gen Z aging so fast? It's because maybe we don't know. We see these videos of people aging. How about we don't know? How about, I don't know, immigration and differences in diet? What the heck do we know? I do this too, probably on my show, though. Just because I have a microphone, I'm just like, this is probably because of blah, 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 blah. This is my take. And it's like, how about I don't know? How about I don't friggin' know? You know what I mean? Oh, loud. We're in the cockpit. And we are now descending down to 14,000 feet, which will be our first marker here on our way down at LAX, Los Angeles International Airport. 14,000 feet. Looking good so far. Looking pretty good so far. No complaints here. I know why they're aging. Why are they aging? Incredible. What else do we got? What else do we got? Flying high. You can hear the wind. So relaxing.
Hey.
Okay, caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Terry from Oregon.
What's up, Terry? Thank you for calling me again. How you doing?
Hey, I didn't want to type it all in, so I thought I'd call.
Welcome.
So I have theories about why Gen Z is aging.
Okay.
Just from my observations.
Very cool.
So, okay, where to begin? Because there's a lot of reasons. And this is just based on the ones I've known and like worked with over the years and just had relationships with.
So that is true then. You do see them as looking older, looking more aged. So,
Yeah,
so that is
and we don't. Yeah, I do, but I think there's more to it than just. It's not just aging. If you don't take care of yourself, and if you don't do your best with what you have, you're going to look worse as well. I don't think millennials look particularly young. We just look like we take care of ourselves better, and so that has an impact as well. Most of it.
What's in the food? Go on.
I mean, some of it's the diet. A lot of them have really poor diets. A lot of them are on prescription drugs like antidepressants or have been on them since childhood. Like a lot of them I know. So I think that's had an impact. I know a lot of them also use party drugs, and for the millennials I know who did that, that was over by the age of 21. But I know Gen Z, they've kept it up. After a certain point with millennials, they all seem to give it up so that they could have normal lives.
Interesting. You might not be entirely wrong. Anecdotally, I remember hearing stories of the younger classes after my graduation, years after, and they're getting high on ecstasy in class, and that was so unheard of for me. Maybe a little pot in the last few years of high school, but ecstasy in grade 9, grade 10 in class, what the heck? That's just anecdotal.
They're living a lot harder than we did, and it's not something that I think they're doing it to themselves. It's not really. It's just they're slaves to their vices more. Most of them I know smoke too. I don't know any millennials that smoke.
Interesting points. I think that's just kind of a little bit of what's it called? A little what's it called? Observation and common sense. Probably something known. When you live hard, it starts showing up.
Yeah.
People would know this.
And also, sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Go ahead.
I just have a lot of ideas that come to me. I also think that Gen Z is more in trenched in hookup culture, which was brought up before, and that ages you too. It's just all their vices. They're way more. They have a lot more vices than millennials, and I think it's showing in their appearance.
I heard from the Hake report that daughters, young girls in homes where the father's not around, single parent households, they actually go through puberty and stuff sooner. And that this is researched kind of thing. And I don't know if that kind of makes sense, Ages.
I heard that too.
Yeah. Interesting point, Terry.
Yeah, I don't know if going through puberty for early, though, means that you're going to look older later on. I think it's a combination of factors. So I just think a lot of Gen Z don't take very good care of themselves, and they're running themselves kind of ragged, and they haven't kind of learned temperance. So they're just prematurely aging themselves through their choices.
That almost sounds so. That makes so much sense that it's how does not everybody know this? Right on, Terry. Appreciate that.
All right. Yeah. Just wanted to hate on the Gen Z.
Totally.
All right.
Right on, Terry. Well, call me again.
Thanks for taking me. All right. Take care.
No problem.
Bye.
Our descent is going nicely here into LAX. What can I say? No complaints here. I blame the boomers' bad decisions for everything. It's better that way, says Matthew. Are you playing, or who made the boomers like that? Who made someone made the boomers like that. I heard that on that panel with Hate Report earlier over there with Jim Bob. Hey, what's up? That's a name I've never seen. Drug on Dag. That's super cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hi, Ivana. How you doing? I'm half playing. Fair enough, Matthew. I think the half is called for somewhat. Where are my line cooks at? Where are my cooks? Where are my chefs? Is this guy talking ish, or is this guy got it?
Don't use Teflon. If you're gonna blow your mind, everybody knows that real chefs use stainless steel. They don't. If you're
try again.
Gonna blow your mind, everybody knows that real chefs use stainless steel. They don't use Teflon.
Hey, what's up, P?
If you can't cook eggs on stainless steel, you shouldn't be cooking.
If you can't cook on eggs on stainless steel, you shouldn't be cooking. Is this true?
This is what Big Teflon doesn't want you to know. Let's test the pan.
Big Teflon doesn't want you to know.
Not ready yet. Notice how the water's still there. It hasn't dissipated.
Okay, all right.
We're going to wait
Chef.
30 seconds and retest. All right, let's test again. See if we get some little mercury balls. All right, so we're almost there. Another 30 seconds.
You're ruining the pan, bro.
Should be cooking. We're cooking on the high end of medium-low. Let's test it now.
There you
All right,
go.
when the water dances like that.
Doing a little dancing.
Pour it out. And do the glide method. If you
Pour it
don't
out? I think we got a Canadian, folks. Pour it out, bud. Pour it out of where? Pour it out of what there, bud?
know what that is, watch on my videos.
All right, he's going to cook the egg.
Next, most important step. This is what makes it non-stick. A little bit of butter. You leave the butter out.
That's what makes it nonstick, folks. It's the combination of hot oil and butter that makes it nonstick. Did you know that? You might be a little incredulous. You might think he's wrong, but let's. Hey, what's up, Matt? Living the dream. How you doing, sir? Appreciate you being here. In fact, this is the perfect guy. Thank you, Matt. I was just wondering where my chefs are. I literally just asked where my chef's at, and Matt Living the Dream shows up. That's super cool. We're flying the plane, Matt, by the way, and this time without any crashing or internet problems. LAX is here in our horizon. We'll be landing shortly, getting prepared for that. So it's a pleasure to have you here, folks. I mean, Matt. And I was just showing the folks a video of a supposed real chef. He's saying real chefs don't use Teflon.
If you're going to blow your mind, everybody knows that real chefs use stainless steel. They don't use Teflon. If you can't cook eggs on stainless steel, you shouldn't be cooking. This is what Big Teflon doesn't want you to know. Let's test the pan. Not ready yet. Notice how the water's still there. It hasn't dissipated. We're going to wait 30 seconds and retest. All right, let's test again. See if we get some little mercury balls. All right, so we're almost there. Another 30 seconds, we should be cooking. We're cooking on the high end of medium-low. Let's test it now. All right, when the water dances like that, pour it out and do the glide method. If you don't know what that is, watch on my videos. Next, most important step.
Here we go.
Makes it non-stick.
The butter and the oil.
A little bit of butter.
Let's get
to the egg. If you leave the butter out, it will not be as non-stick. This is from hundreds of tests on hundreds of different pans. And you got to have the right pan, too. Let's crack an egg in.
What the hell, dude?
There's no other pan that does this. The egg's cracked, but focus on the non-stick.
I can't focus on the non-stick.
Everybody
you ruined the egg.
Knows that real chefs use stainless
That's
steel.
A joke,
they don't
right?
use Teflon.
That's a joke, right? That's our chef. This is the steel pan guy. This is our chef.
Hey, guys.
You dickered the egg, bud. You friggin' dickered it there. You saw that. He broke the yolk. He was telling us how to cook an egg. Maybe step one, cook the egg right. What the hell's wrong with this guy? I think this guy's a line cook. My suspicion is he's a line cook. So he's learned a bunch of stuff at work, and now it's like everybody's got to cook like this. Everybody cooks like this, right? Because this is how real cooks cook. You got a job as a line cook, buddy. Calm down. Calm down there, buddy. And maybe don't break the yoke. We are, in fact, lining up everything here for our landing here on runway 25 left here at LAX. And I couldn't be happier with our approach. Everything's solid here. I'm going to need to focus on our speed here a little bit, though. Our speed is not being controlled by the autopilot, so that's not good. Let's fix that. Nick of Chateau Marmont got a bone to pick with this chef. And he's cooking electric. You can cook well with electric. He's just not at work, Teresa. Don't judge him. But yeah, this is the kind of pans you have at work. If you're a line cook, you have these steel pans. You gotta cook a nice egg on there. Oil it up, do your thing. Honestly, if you ask me, I cooked a whole bunch of eggs on steel pans over the years. Lots of them. I only used butter. Straight up. I don't know. I get it. I remember working with guys who were doing, hey, maybe we got to have an egg cook-off. Maybe you guys don't believe me. But I'm just saying. I even had an egg cook-off with Mikey. Did I ever tell you about Mikey at the Chateau Marmont? I used to work at the Chateau Marmont. I love obviously, anytime I bring it up, I gotta say it's Chateau Marmont because it gives me status. It gives me status. It brings my ego up. So obviously, I gotta tell you guys, I when I got to LA, I started working here at the Chateau Marmont, famous little place. I even saw a couple celebrities in my time there. A lot of strange things there, by the way. I saw a lot of weird satanic stuff, straight up. It was a nice job though. I remember I had an egg cook-off with a guy that had been working there like 15 years. He was all tatted up, big guy. His name's Mikey, Mexican guy. Spoke English though, so he was born in California, like a SoCal Mexican guy. Tatted up. He said he used to be with La M back in the day. I don't know what that means or how true that is. But I had an egg cook-off with guys that have been cooking for decades. And this guy was oiling it up just like that guy. I obviously went with my butter-only method. Very attentive with the egg. I'm not trying to blow smoke up my own arse here, but look, I beat Mikey. I did. Head chef loved my egg. In fact, head chef loved my egg over anyone else's eggs. I'm the egg boy. And that's all I ever wanted to be. Like this famous picture here from Reddit, from 4chan. Be me. They call me Egg Boy. I cook all the eggs. Hey, Egg Boy, we need more eggs. Never happier than when making eggs. Picture related. I got a caller here. Your name and where you calling from?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
I am accepting the call. Okay, never mind. You hung up? Is it me or is Nick volume low? I feel like I've seen that a couple times. I keep yelling louder and bringing up my gain. I don't know how much more I can bring up my gain here. Oops, I was paused. But yeah, I don't know what to tell. Flat Earth Victory doesn't believe me. I guess we're gonna have to do some cooking streams, huh? We might have to do some cooking streams. You know I got huevos on lock. I'm telling you. I made the beer better than Mikey. Mikey and I got along just fine. But he never did let it go after I beat him on the egg. The egg fiasco and the beer batter fiasco. He never did let that go. He was always like, "Man, Colombiano, I love you, Colombiano. Colombiano, I love you." I don't know. It was like a strange thing where he would turn up his Mexicanness around the older guys. Anyways, we don't need to be judging Mikey like that. He was a fine guy. I loved Mikey. Then all the Mexicans from the Chateau Marmont stopped talking to me once I stopped working there, though. It felt like I guess I must have left the club or something. We were all buddies, and they're like, "Hey, Nick, you're a Trump guy. You're a racist, but you make the time go by, man. Come over. Let's go have some beers after work. Man, Colombiano, you racista. I love you, racista," they would tell me. But then I I stopped working there, and I guess I was out of the club. They didn't want to talk to me no more. I got calls coming in. Hold on. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, it's Teresa.
Hey, Teresa. What's up, Teresa? How you been?
I'm doing good. Hopefully you can hear me.
We haven't heard from Teresa in a bit here.
Huh?
We haven't heard from you in a bit here. Very cool. Very cool.
Oh, yeah. My phone's been acting up ever since that debacle yesterday, so.
Oh, with the AT&T, the outage?
Yeah.
So you were out of cell phone service?
Yeah, from like 3:45 in the morning till about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's major. Did you lose access to like 911 as well? I heard that people lost.
Yes.
That's actually a mess.
I couldn't do anything, but I could, as long as I was on my Wi-Fi, I could get on the computer, but I couldn't do anything with my phone. Like I couldn't call out, I couldn't get any calls in, nothing.
What a mess.
But
people already in my chat, they're saying cyber attacks.
Yeah, and they didn't give no explanation.
Well, they did now. I heard they gave an explanation. The cell phone company said it was, I believe AT&T, it was AT&T who said it was an internal error and it was not a cyber attack. They made sure to make that clear. They were let the public know, hey, it was not a cyber attack. It was just an internal error.
Okay.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah, okay. No, I wanted to make a comment on your cooking thing.
Oh, cool. Right on.
No, I'm not no cook, but I've worked in a lot of restaurants, and
nice.
That dude was no cook because he was not cooking on gas.
Poor guy. All he has is his electric at home.
He should have been cooking on a flame.
He should have filmed. He should have filmed that video at work, where they let him use the equipment.
Really, that would have proved the point that what he was really talking about.
Yeah.
Because do you know any restaurants that work on electric?
Let me think. I know of one that
ever
works.
Worked on?
I know of. It's not really a restaurant. You know, it's like a shop of food, this one place where they cooked all they didn't have a lot of hot stuff, but they did, whatever they did cook was on induction plates, so it's not unheard of. But no,
or a microwave,
right? But these are different places, right? Like a lunch spot. It's not exactly a sandwich spot or whatever. You know, it's not exactly where you would need a stove or whatever.
Yeah, if you're cooking in any kind of somewhat of a mash, you're gonna have a stove.
Matt Living the Dream in the chat says a good cook can cook anything with any source of heat. What do you think about that?
That's true.
It's just some heat, right?
But the best is fire. The best is fire.
You do get a more even heating and a quicker control over temperature. The latency with electric can be a little annoying sometimes, and then also it doesn't stay hot all around. It's not the same heat. It's definitely that flame is superior. Have you ever cooked on a French top?
No.
French top oven. I'm just showing off because I was working at the Chateau Marmont. Just showing off a little bit. It's just a different type of. Oh, you want to see it? Let me put it on screen. This is a French top.
Oh.
So it has a flame under this metal. If you see the flat, it's like a flat metal top. But if you see these rings, under those rings is actually a flame heating element, and so you have many options. You have the no, not a flat top. Yes, Gunner. This is a French top specifically, and you have many options with the French top. It's pretty cool stuff.
Oh no, I've never seen nothing like that.
Yeah, little French top action.
That must be some Canadian stuff.
No, that's some. I think it's French. I could be wrong though.
I know, but I mean, like, I've never seen that in America. So
you might have seen something similar in America. Different
restaurants.
You might have seen something similar in America, like a French top barbecue. Not a French top, a flat top grill, like a flat top barbecue or a hibachi.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or like a hibachi.
Hibachi.
Yeah, you ever been to one?
Isn't that like No.
They do the flat top, and they got the Asian guy throwing food at you. And they do a little.
Yeah.
They do the little tower volcano with the onion rings.
But isn't there one where they cook like over fire?
You know what? I'm
like
not sure.
you put something like the meat in the fire. Is it that barbecue, like Korean barbecue?
Oh, like in front of you? Yeah, that makes sense. I've been to one of those. 𝒏𝒊𝒄𝒌𝒔𝒕𝒓𝒆𝒂𝒎. You put all they bring out the raw meat, you cook it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. That's cool. Good times. Right on, Teresa. We'll appreciate it. How's Texas right
All
now?
right. It's nice and warm.
Beautiful.
It's like probably around 70.
We just flew out of a snowy place, and we're about to land very shortly here in a sunny spot. So thank you for your call. Teresa, anything else you want to talk about before we move the wheels?
Nope. I just wanted to tell them I was just laughing at the fact that I've never seen somebody that said they were a professional cook on a gas, like
And ruin the
one of
egg.
those kind of stoves.
What a mess.
And ruined that. I was like, you better throw some rice in there.
Right. And fix this. Make it into like a dirty rice. All right, on,
Yeah,
Teresa, call me again. We're about to
All right,
fly
bye.
into a mountain here, so I got to let you go. Okay, folks, we are flying into a mountain. What's going on here? Did I set my descent path a little too low? Or are we okay? I think we might be okay. We might just make it. No, we're fine. We're fine. I mean, probably the FAA doesn't like us flying this close to the mountains, but you might be hearing the flight computer right now and tell us that this is a bad idea, but we're rebels. Don't worry, autopilot. Calm down. We didn't hit no mountain. Are these the Hollywood Hills? What are these? What are these? We're pretty close. We're getting closer. All right, we'll let the autopilot do its thing. I'm sure we'll catch our final descent and turn and all that here shortly. You know, it was a longer flight than I thought. Till then, though, we got calls.
Nada.
Oh, dang. We got Nada. Nada. Where you at, Nada?
Hey, what's up, Nick?
Appreciate your call, Nada. Thank you for calling the show. How you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Fantastic.
I didn't have any cooking related conversation or anything.
No,
but no. A week ago, I was at a baby shower, and I thought it was a little strange. The activities that males are expected to participate in at a baby shower.
Oh, what the heck? I thought baby showers were girls.
Yeah, that's what I was telling my buddy when he was dressed up in the diapers and I don't know, some sort of stuff on his hands, and I guess he had to stay in that until we left. And then they had us sucking out, I mean, not us, I refused to, but they had the guys like sucking out of baby bottles, and I just thought it was
What
a
were the
mess.
girls doing?
I mean, well, they did their little game, with the string and all that inside, and
what the?
Yeah, I was told that this is what's done now,
This is just how it goes now.
This is normal.
I'm sorry I'm laughing, but I'm laughing because when you tell me the story like this as a person who wasn't there, and you tell me when I asked them and they told me this is just normal now, all I'm seeing in my head is this like broken man in a diaper softly whispering to you and hurriedly in a panicked tone trying to tell you to shut up. This is just how it's done now, man.
I mean, basically, that's basically what I was seeing.
This is just
and
how
then
it's done
everybody
now,
got
man.
mad
Play
at
along.
me. Right, everybody got mad at me that I didn't want to participate, and and maybe I should have. What I said is, what are we doing at a baby shower?
Good question. Now,
and I was the only one there that seemed to think that, but I
grown
just wanted
men calling
your
themselves
take
a
on
baby. Who does that?
Right.
That is funny, man.
Or a pilot.
So true. Not me. So baby showers. You gotta help me on the culture here a little bit, because I don't know if I've never been to one. Are those
Well-
were like traditionally? Was it just women that did? Was it the women that did that, or is it normal for let's have a baby shower and everybody comes?
I mean, that's what I thought, but I thought we were just gonna have some beers out, out in front of the house while the
Right.
girls had a baby shower, and that's what we were doing. But I don't know what
Darn.
happened.
They roped you in. Dang, man.
Yeah,
Sorry
so
it had to go
I-
down
maybe,
like that.
Maybe it's it's Hawaii people. Maybe it's a Hawaii thing. I don't know, but I was told it's normal, and it didn't seem normal at all to me.
Okay.
But
on this question, let's
Uh-huh.
say you have a daughter, and let's say she has a school dance, okay? And the mom is gonna be her partner at the school dance at this, I don't know, talent show or something, and they're both wearing tutus. Last second, mom can't do it. Daughter looks you in the eyes and says, "Dad, can you wear the tutu and do the play with me?" What do you do? What does Dad do?
Yeah, see that? But that's a tough one. I don't know. I think you might.
You putting on the tutu?
I might do that. I think I might do that. I don't know. But again, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. That wasn't my.
Right.
But it was just I was the weird one there apparently, and that just felt weird to me. I don't know. I just was wondering if I guess I gotta look at chat here in a little while, but
It feels strange, I gotta say. I thought those traditionally were just women, and then on top of that, Look, I'm not against having a good laugh, right? Obviously, I'm not against having a good old laugh, but lately it feels like it's one thing to have a good laugh and we're all in on the joke. It's another thing where it seems like it, and I could be wrong here. Men are commonly, I see them in their relationships and friend groups or whatever, that they're this butt of this joke and they don't even realize. Do you see what I'm trying to point out here?
That's kind of what I was seeing.
Do you see what I'm saying?
And that's what it
doesn't feel like they're in on it.
That's
feels
what
like
it
a
looked like to
humiliation
me.
ritual.
Exactly. That's exactly what it looked like to me. But again, maybe I'm the weirdo. Maybe I don't know. That's what it seemed like.
Sounds like an incredible baby shower there, man. Sorry you had to go through that.
Well, no, come on.
I'm just messing with you. I'm sure it was fine too.
Yeah, we still had beers, and it was still fun. But I just thought that was strange, and I just I wanted to throw that at you in chat and see what everybody thought about that.
Well, thank you for that.
It doesn't seem normal to me. I don't know.
An enjoyable call, I believe. Thank you for that.
All right, cool.
Right on, sir.
Nice talking to you, Nick. Yep.
Getting our descent here all prepared. Flat Earth victory, don't say that. We're going to land shortly. I think.
I can see you upload.
I believe we have a caller. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Hey, caller, your name and where you calling from? Oh, maybe I have you muted.
This is Mr. Pink.
Hey, Mr. Pink, we got you in.
What's going on, bruh?
Mr. Pink, appreciate you calling in.
Yeah, sorry about maybe a little bit of noise. I'm about to get off the bus, but I just wanted to maybe make some comments on that whole phone outage mess. You know.
Go ahead.
Well, you know, I was watching old Mr. Infowars yelling this morning about it, and of course he was talking about how obviously, you know, they said it wasn't. They said it was internal errors, but that's just like it looks. This just sounds to me like a way they're trying to cover their tracks, man. They said there was something about the day before there was some kind of security update or some mess, and he was talking about how that obviously like is a way that they can create an opening so they can leave an opening for hackers and things like that from other countries to be able to do that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's just weird to me, you know. I kind of feel like we're on the verge of some kind of crazy, you know, cyber mess going down like that, where it's going to be way worse than people realize. I mean, the panic that was caused just by people not being able to call 911 for like a few hours in the middle of a day, where we're just looking at a window of like what's about to blow up, you know.
I see what you're saying, man. You know, personally, I think the only rational, if you have to conclude something, I'd say stay out of concluding things that you can't be sure of. The only rational thing here is
absolutely, yeah,
right. The only rational thing to conclude is we don't know. But it's not unfounded what you're saying, man, because we're even seeing people they have these videos going around of a year, 2 years ago, people at the World Economic Forum, for example, having whole presentations, multiple hour-long presentations about how a cyber attack is coming and we will see a catastrophic new cyber attack like never before. It's coming. And I'm not one of the people saying that that's them predictively programming us because they want to do it to us. I'm not gonna say that that's impossible. I'm not gonna say that's impossible, but I wouldn't go there. I'm just saying that in my opinion, they're saying that because you could see you just see the writing on the wall. You see the technology getting better. You see the holes in security. I think anyone with some sensibility could see that that's on the horizon. But so are many things. So it really is just more fear.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. You know, not that I want to stir the fear pot, but you know, years before the whole COVID thing happened, you know, we saw news dropping about disease X. Bill Gates predicts disease X is going to cause this, and that. And once again, I thought the COVID lockdown was just like a small window into what could possibly stir up from that. I did some research long ago, and I'm sure there are base people in the chat and that listen that know, like, for instance, what would happen if like an EMP got set off over in the atmosphere above a country, right? Like, do you know like the military level research that has gone into what would actually go down if the electric grid was like gone?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure. What do I know about EMPs? Not much. I just know that they shut down electronic stuff. What would happen
if they detonated, say, a nuclear bomb over in the clouds above a country, right? It shuts down the entire electric grid, right? So that instantly shuts down all banking. Of course, it shuts down the internet, but everything, all the money is online now, basically. You know, the cash is just kind of like an imagery thing for a physical, like, you know, representation of, but it's all on the internet, like through the ATMs and in the banks. That's all digitized. So that shuts down all money, basically.
Go on.
Yeah. But then like, so what happens is, like, say, you know, GPS and trucking, like, you know how like there's all this news about the truckers not going to New York because that will shut down the economy. So all trucking would be stopped. All like deliveries to grocery stores would be stopped. There would be no availability of goods like people are used to. I mean, you think about how quickly the chaos would ensue from just like not being able to access money and food and stuff. Like how quickly that would spiral. And you know, the military's done like research that it's like, oh, within a month, people in big city centers especially it'd be instantly like cannibal stuff going on. People would like form gangs and like take over the big like Costco's and Walmarts.
Dang, I'm jealous
and
of the
things like
people
that.
in our chat who are prepared. There's some people
Yeah,
in
I
our
mean,
chat
I
who
don't
might
like.
just
I've
be
never been
fine.
I've never been one to buy like stores of food, but I don't really know even how much good that would do. You know, unless you got a bunker
Right.
dug into the ground somewhere on your property. But like, you know, the people with guns, even if you have like stores of food stacked up in your apartment, it ain't gonna take long for the people with guns and stuff to come and steal that from you and kill you trying to get it. You know, it's instant. You know, they said within a month people go cannibal and stuff because there's nowhere you can go. You like try to go to the store and there's nothing at the store first of all, and then you can't pay for it with any actual goods, like because it's all digitized money. It's just crazy how far we've gotten down this like internet road. I don't know.
Don't talk like one of
It's
them.
just something I think about.
Don't talk like one of
Yeah,
them.
that's true.
You're not. Even if you'd like to be. You're just a freak like me. You know what I'm doing? You know what I'm doing?
Where's that from?
These people, their morals, their code, it's a bad joke. You know what I'm doing.
Oh yeah.
They're only as good as the world
Okay,
allows
yeah.
them to be. I'll show you when the chips are
Right.
down, these civilized people, they'll eat
Yeah.
each other. Sorry, I'm on a
Isn't
Batman.
that's Joker from
Yeah,
Dark
yeah,
Knight
that's
Returns,
big time
right?
Joker, big time.
Yeah, that's it's very very like telling, and that's a little predictive programming there too, because
Well, it's
that's
more just
how,
a commentary on human nature. We don't really have to get into predictive programming.
Yeah, you're right. But it's just wild to me. It's like, you know, I don't like try to live in fear, but just to be able to be aware of what's coming. Because, you know, I was like I said, I was listening to Alex Jones this morning kind of break down the whole AT&T thing. And, you know, more often than not, when it comes to like big global kind of crazy mess like that, that dude's talking about it and he's saying, hey, this is coming. You better be ready because something like that's coming. You know?
I don't know. I never. What am I gonna do? I guess, right?
Yeah, that's true. No, I'm not saying. I'm just, what are we even going to do when it comes down to it? But it's just, you know, I don't know. You know, like the people, like I said, like we were talking about, the only people that are going to survive is that have like a hole dug in the ground like Cloverfield, John Goodman.
Right. Don't put the. We're gonna have to
You know?
make a Bond commune. Don't get freaked out,
Right.
okay? We're not turning communist. Hey, man, Mr. Rick, appreciate your call, man. I gotta let you go because we're about to crash into a
Yeah,
mountain here. I see
appreciate
the
you.
runways here. I'm getting
Oh,
distracted.
Lord, well, you better get back in the cockpit. Stop talking to me.
I don't want to be rude here and not give you the right attention here, Mr. Pink. Appreciate your call. Call me again.
No, you good. Peace, brother. We appreciate you. Later.
Very cool. Folks, kick back and relax a moment. Flying a little low, definitely below FAA guidelines, but we don't care. LA's never seen a plane fly this low. I see the runway in the horizon. Appreciate it, folks. There's downtown, the Hollywood Hills.
Because, like, literally, you are the worst.
Landing gear down.
Because, like, literally, you are the worst.
We're coming in a little hot. Whoa! Very hot. Very, very, very hot. But we got down here. Whew. You've never seen a landing like that, folks. But we landed. Your local time is 5:50 p.m. We made it to LAX. All in one piece. You don't usually land at 260 miles an hour, but you also don't fly as low as we do, but you never have as much fun as we do, right? As always, it's a pleasure to have you flying with us here on American Anchor Baby Airlines. Well, American Airlines, what? Nickstream Airlines subsidiary. Please, before you open up the overhead compartments, make sure you check before opening them, as the contents may have shifted. But as always, we appreciate your continued patronage here on Nickstream. Right on, folks. That's the flight. We done did it. We done did it. We done did it. Okay, let's thank you. Thank you for flying. Nickstream. Appreciate that. All the coffees. We did the coffees, the calls. We did the topics. You guys rock. I know some of you want to see some VR and stuff, but how about we do that tomorrow? Do a little we do our thing. We do the whole thing, huh? Do a little Saturday thing. Let me see. What else do we got here? That's everything, folks. Appreciate you being with me today. enjoy the rest of your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. What can I say? What can I say? Appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow, maybe. I'll see you Sunday. And of course, I'll see you Monday. But otherwise, weekend jail. What's going on? What do you mean weekend jail? Right on, y'all. Appreciate you flying with me today. Catch you on the flip.